Excellency, allow me to invite the CS for Ministry of Interior and Coordination of National Government to carry on with the program. CS.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya and the Commander-in-Chief of the Kenya Defense Forces, my brother and my friend, our Cabinet Secretary for Transport, Mr. James Macharia, my brother, the Attorney General, the DPP, and the Chair of IPOA, and all of you, my colleagues from national government, and my colleagues from the security sector. Your Excellency, this is an important day. We think we had an opportunity yesterday to spend virtually a whole day together with this team. And this morning we have also spent some 2 or so hours together with colleagues, including civil society leaders from the coast region, trying to look at issues related to security. Let me start first of all, sir, by thanking you very sincerely for the opportunity you have given us to serve our country. And secondly, report to you that we have done our best in following the script you have given us in terms of what you want to see in the security sector and how you want the reforms in the security sector driven. We've worked very closely, Your Excellency, because you demanded of us to build an inclusive, collaborative framework of driving forward the reform agenda. I'm grateful for the opportunity to work with the men and women before you in uniform, and I have constantly communicated to them your gratitude for the work that they continue to do for our country. Because this is your day, Your Excellency, I just want to thank you for this opportunity to engage with you and say, like, I believe on their own behalf that we are looking forward to interacting with you today so that being the beginning of the year, we can get directions from you on what you would like us to do this year as we secure our country and keep our country safe. And undertake again on my own behalf, on behalf of my colleagues at the Ministry of Interior and on their behalf, that Your Excellency, we will give this task our everything. We will remain committed and we will follow the example you have set yourself of undivided and focused attention in the service of our country. We will do our best to ensure that our country is kept safe and secure as we move forward. With those remarks, ladies and gentlemen, please join me and be upstanding to welcome His Excellency, our President, to speak to us this morning, Your Excellency, sir.
Thank you. Please be seated. Thank you very much. Good afternoon. Let me first and foremost begin by wishing each and every one of you a very, very happy New Year. And because IG amekuwa na ubaguzi kidogo, let me also take this opportunity, as he was introducing people, aliwacha wengine. Peu ako hapa, Kiremi simama na wewe uonekane. Na nyinyi mpigie makofi, amewapigia nyinyi yote makofi. I tell you. Let me begin first and foremost by saying I wish you all a very happy New Year. And before we proceed any further, given the circumstances of last week, I ask each and every one of you, please, to all be upstanding as we observe a moment of silence in honor of those who lost their lives from the attack by terrorists on Riverside Drive last week. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, as I underscored when I addressed the nation last week, I repeat again that it is our intention to pursue those who planned and financed the attack of last week, using all instruments at our disposal to ensure that together we weaken their capacity to hurt us. I take this moment also to thank all Kenyans for pulling together during this very trying moment in a show of solidarity and patriotism. Indeed, it is such unity of purpose and resilience that made it possible for us to defeat an enemy as well as save many lives. Standing together and bonding with one another is indeed stronger than any weapon we may have. I also once again take this opportunity to thank all our men and women in uniform for their bravery, their professionalism, as well as their firmness in confronting and neutralizing our enemies. Our multi-agency team has already arrested several individuals linked to the attack, and as this exercise continues, I continue to urge all Kenyans to remain vigilant, for it will take all of us to fight this demon of terrorism and violent extremism. I also thank at this moment all those patriotic and brave citizens of our republic who have come forward with information to support the work of our police service. And I call upon all Kenyans, where you see something that is irregular or out of the normal, it is our respective individual responsibility to ensure that we report these cases so that we protect together our fellow citizens. Ladies and gentlemen, it is not debatable that since 1963, when we became a free nation, we have made significant progress in improving the welfare of our people. But we still need to do more to fully contain poverty, ignorance, and disease, and in particular, unemployment amongst our youth. And I want all of us together to fight this war against poverty, ignorance, and disease with the very same zeal and single-minded focus as we are fighting the war on terror, for this is the only way that we can succeed. You seated here today are a critical link between security and development. And indeed, I invited you here today to outline measures that we will take to make 2019 a transformational year for the people of this republic. First, all our government agencies and departments must subscribe to the one government approach policy. I will be requiring all ministries, departments, as well as semi-autonomous agencies to embrace the same multi-agency approach under the National Security Council, which is being pioneered with significant success. You will have noticed, I'm sure, the seamlessness with which the security agencies responded to the terrorist attacks last week. We seek this year to achieve the very same level of coordination and synergy between all national government departments. Second, I expect you to be the lead officers of the national government development agenda in your respective jurisdictions. In this particular case, regional commissioners under the new executive order I issued yesterday will be expected to weekly chair the Regional Development Implementation Committee, while county commissioners will chair the County Development Implementation Committee, and you will, in due course of this week, be provided with clear guidelines on standards, procedures, and reporting requirements. This directive is meant to increase efficiency, speed of delivery, better utilization of public resources, and reduce wastage as well as gatekeeping in our country. Third, I expect you to protect public resources and to protect them as if they were your own. Kenyans expect no less from all of us. And in this regard, I hereby direct that all regional commissioners, county commissioners, police commanders, from today, to treat gatekeeping, rent-seeking, fraud, and misuse of resources as a threat to the unity, well-being, and security of our nation. Do not expect and wait to be directed. It is your responsibility to take action, and to take action immediately. The fight against corruption is won or lost daily on the ground, and I expect each and every one of you to show courage, integrity, and resourcefulness to fight it. Fourth, to enhance the progress made by the integrated population registration system, my administration will complete a central master population database, which will be the authentic single source of truth on personal identity in Kenya, and this database will contain information on all Kenyan citizens, as well as foreign nationals residing in our republic. For each registration, the National Integrated Identity Management System, better referred to as NIMS, will generate a unique identification number that will be known as the Huduma number. The county commissioners will provide oversight and coordinate the execution of the Huduma number related activities in your respective counties. Fifth, we must effectively manage, coordinate, and regulate our environmental resources in order to conserve the environment for future generations. Once again, regional and county commissioners are directed to reactivate county environmental committees, which will be responsible for regulation and protection of all gazetted forests and vital water towers in their respective jurisdictions. As chairs of these committees, you will be personally held responsible for any cases of environmental destruction and degradation. Sixth, I expect you to play a crucial role in enforcing the policy of 100% transition from primary to secondary schools and ensuring that no single child is left behind. Seventh, I expect that the county commissioners will ensure that every county has launched and is implementing a county action plan for the prevention and countering of violent extremism. Some counties, like Mombasa, are already showing the way, and all of you need to follow their example. You will be expected to report on your progress, on your collaboration with civil society groups, religious leaders, and other stakeholders to ensure that radicalized Kenyans, as well as their radicalizers, who present a threat to the security of our people, are quickly detected and dealt with severely. Ladies and gentlemen, I now wish to turn and focus on the Big Four agenda, which is anchored in our medium-term plan 3 and underpinned by our National Vision 2030. As you are aware, we have identified 4 pillars: revamping of our manufacturing sector for job creation, increasing food and nutritional security, access to affordable housing, as well as universal health care coverage. You, ladies and gentlemen, have a critical role to play in ensuring effective implementation of this agenda, for indeed, you are my eyes and ears on the ground. I expect you to communicate in your respective regions and counties the essence of the Big Four agenda. I expect you too to report emerging implementation constraints and highlight important gains at the grassroots level. Further, I expect you to provide security for critical infrastructure, installations, and trading centers in order to facilitate our desire for a 24-hour economy. Ladies and gentlemen, my administration remains committed to devolution. The county commissioners, as provided under the Intergovernmental Relations Act, shall be responsible for relationship management and act as the key liaison with county governments. I expect you to work closely with county governments to coordinate the implementation of cross-cutting policies and development programs to enhance efficient service delivery to all our citizens. A key role in your support to county governments will be in matters related to good governance, rule of law, and security. To effectively discharge these responsibilities as coordinators of development projects, you will be required to acquaint yourself with the development projects in your respective jurisdictions. Let me conclude by saying that I have full confidence in your ability to deliver under this framework. I want you to be fighters for Kenya and for Kenyans. Allow no one, and I repeat, allow no one to intimidate or distract you from your real job. You will have my full support and that of my entire administration. I thank you, and God bless you all.